Brakali Hawa, Brakali Hawa Shai, Koholo Yahweh Bashem Hawa Shai, Bashem HaKadosh, double honor to Pastor Elders, a great millstone that taught me this 100% truth to rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there, pushing the truth in all sincerity on the highways and byways, and wishing their lives to do so. Salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered on the four corners of the earth, that believe in the truth Yahweh Bashem Hawa Shai. Shalom. This is Jeremiah 12 and 9. My heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about are against her. Come ye, assemble, all the beasts of the field come to devour. And I brought this out because of this. This is Patrick Mahomes. Today is so-called Super Bowl Sunday. And, this is Patrick Mahomes. He plays for the Kansas City Chiefs. He's the quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs. And this is his family. He's married to a so-called white woman, an Edomite, and he has a child with her, and which is a female, which looked like a so-called white woman or white child, I should say, a white baby, so-called white baby. You know what I'm saying? Because himself, his father is a so-called black man, and his mother is a so-called white woman. So, showing you that, the nation of Israel, you know what I'm saying, our seed is dispersed or mingled among the heathens, and we come out looking like these other nations because this this man is an Israelite man, but his daughter, that he had with the so-called white woman, looks like an Edomite, but she's not. You know what I'm saying? She's an Israelite because that's what her father is. So for all you that say, oh, it's a black only thing, that even against, the northern tribes, the Latinos and the Native Americans, that's not so. You know what I'm saying? That's just, because you're stuck in your own blind ignorance, you know what I'm saying? And you can't, which is a stumbling block to you, and you can't receive the 100% truth because it's not given into you by Yahweh Shem Shai. And that's when you see brothers also in the camps, of Great Millstone, of GMS, that look like so-called, white, so-called white people who are actually Israelites because, they wouldn't be able to, receive this truth and prophesy and put lessons together and, speak as they do through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai if they weren't an Israelite, because the Holy Spirit only belongs to the nation of Israel. So this photo shows that, we in by laying with, heathen women, our people can end up looking like heathens, but at the same time, they're Israelites, because it's not about their appearance, it's about the spirit within. And in order to have a spirit of an Israelite, you have to be an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be a spiritual Israelite. In order to be a spiritual Israelite, you have to be a spirit, Israelite of the flesh, as well as an Israelite in spirit, because the Holy Spirit is only given unto the nation of Israel, because that's who the Lord came to put His life on the line for. It's His own people, This is James 1, James 1 and 1, which reads, James, a servant of the Most High, of the Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad. Greetings, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because even in that time, the nation of Israel, we were scattered abroad. And we were mingled among the nations. Because, we was under the curses. And the Lord, dispersed us. And then until the four corners of the earth, and, all of land and captivities, you know what I'm saying? We mixed among the heathen, taking upon the heathen customs and, becoming Gentiles, which are Israelite foreigners, you know what I'm saying? But we were Israelite of the flesh, but we just, the Lord refers to us as Gentiles because we took upon Gentile customs. So, we were found upon, as Israelites, and they just called us Gentiles, kind of like JT called sellouts. That's who, our people were. So, Just like now, those that when we were in so-called you know America, we took upon the customs, of the heathens, celebrating birthdays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, all the type of wicked shit that these pagan days that they do, and we took upon their customs. So we were Gentiles in a Gentile mind state until the spirit of Yahweh Shem and Hashai came upon us and took us out of that, and gave us His truth, and then we started rehearsing the righteous acts of our forefathers. You know what I'm saying? Keeping the high holy days, keeping the Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? To the best of our ability, and keeping the law, statute, and commandments to the best of our abilities. This is Numbers 1:8. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and declared their pedigree after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, for 20 years old and upward, by their polls. So your lineage, or your lineage, um, is held by the father. Whatever your father is what you are. You know what I'm saying? So if you are an Edomite and you lay down with a Jake woman, that seed that you have will be an Edomite, even though it may look like a so-called black person or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That spirit inside is an Edomite spirit. You know what I'm saying? Which means that, what I'm saying, they're going to captivity in the kingdom to come. When the kingdom of heaven comes, that you know that spirit, you know what I'm saying, is going to be uh you know brought back in the kingdom, and they're going to serve their punishment. You know what I'm saying? As an Edomite, in the kingdom of heaven. You know what I'm saying? Because the spirit that they possess is of Esau, Edom. So it's not according to your appearance and how you look. It's all about the spirit that's within. You know what I'm saying? So if you look like a so-called white man, but you got the spirit of Israel within you, then you're an Israelite. And same thing with looking like a so-called Chinese person, or a so-called Japanese person, or so-called Arabic or whatnot. If you are of the seed of the nation of Israel, you know what I'm saying, you're an Israelite. But as time goes on, like for instance with the Patrick Mahomes thing, you know, uh, if he has a son and the son looks at the same way, and he continues to go and lay with so-called white women, you know what I'm saying, his children and his children and his children after, they're gonna continue to look like so-called white people, because you know after he lays with a so-called white woman, and the son lays with a so-called white woman, and his son lays with a so-called white woman, they're gonna take on the appearance of that nation. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're gonna take on the appearance of that heathen who they lay with. You know what I'm saying? If they continue to on laying within, that heathen nation, but the spirit that's inside, you know what I'm saying, will be the spirit of, an Israelite. So that's why you see, brothers that look like so-called, white people within, the camps, and they preaching the truth for Yahweh Shem Shai, because it's the spirit within, which we're going to get that next. This is Romans 8:16. The Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. Yeah. So it's the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, the Holy Spirit within, that dwells with us, that tells us, oh, we are the children of Israel. Like if this truth is not going to resonate with you if you're not of the nation of Israel. You know what I'm saying? You can't fake Jake. You can't fake this truth. You can't fake the understanding of Yahweh Shem Shai. Because even, our own people who are the 2/3, they can't get it. You know what I'm saying? And they're Israelites, but they can't get it because, the Lord hasn't given it unto them. And they're of the nation of Israel. So when you see those that look like other nations that grasp this truth, and they're able to teach it and understand it, and go about and preach this word, and a lot of them have a greater portion than most of you so-called nigger only Israelites. You know what I'm saying? These brothers that do excellent lessons, very edifying, and give great breakdowns, edifying the flock. that look like so-called white men. You know what I'm saying? Because the spirit within them is an Israelite spirit. And the Lord is not giving that, you know what I'm saying, that understanding is that spirit into a heathen. You know what I'm saying? If you're an Edomite, you can't get this. If you're a Moabite, Elamite, Ammonite, you're not going to be able to preach this gospel. You know what I'm saying? Of Yahweh Shem Rashad. You got to be of the nation of Israel. So, you know, um, this is not a thing of, you know, a color. You know what I'm saying? As Esau Edom trying to make it like black only or the black Hebrew Israelites or whatever. No, you know what I'm saying? This is not that. But that's the narrative that he want to create. You know what I'm saying? To push that, you know, and put that and demonize us and think we're a hate group and all type of shit. No, you know what I'm saying? The truth is that, you know, the Lord hates Esau Edom, the so-called white man. You know what I'm saying? Which is true. And, you know, all the men of the Lord do is preach the true gospel. You know what I'm saying? And the truth hurts and it's offensive. You know, just like, you know, to most of you who with this black only thing, that the truth hurts and it's offensive and it's the something about you can't get it. You know what I'm saying? But those that, you know, of the know that the Lord has, you know, opened up this 100% truth to, those of the hopefully elect, they understand it. You know, so um, no, this thing is not a white and black thing. You know what I'm saying? This is a thing of, you know, the Lord, you know, spreading his gospel, you know, throughout the four corners of the earth, waking up the flock, no matter how you may look. You know what I'm saying? If this truth resonates with you and you can grasp the understanding and you can go out and teach this thing, then you're an Israelite. Point blank period. You know? That's pretty much it. Just want to say, Kohola Yahabashim Mashai, Kwan Mashivala, Abba Shalom.